Morning, Joe. Mike Murdock, Bozard Lincoln, St. Augustine. The easiest way is probably to tell you or show you in video the differences between a black label Grand Touring Edition hybrid versus regular Grand Touring, because you do have quite a bit of price difference, usually about $8,000 to $10,000. This is Crystal Chroma Caviar. This paint job is about $2,000 and is available only on the black label, and the interiors are done by themes. This is actually the destination theme, which is going to be a deep mahogany leather, kind of giving you the feeling of being at home. The nice fire in the fireplace. You have an Alcantara suede headliner, but on black label you have the different themes. They have a chalet theme, which is a white alpine Venetian leather. You have a flight theme, which is more of a luggage tan, like a Louis Vuitton. So you're going to see more themes, richer leather, higher end trim on the interior, from the floor mats to the leather seats to the other trims. And then you have a signature black label rim. So on the black label Grand Touring hybrid, you have a special 21-inch design. But starting up front, on black label, you're going to have a upgraded dispersed Lincoln Star grille. All the Grand Tourings are going to kind of have that blue accent to the Lincoln Star in that grille. And you'll have the blue accent and the Aviator badging on the side. But with black label, all the trim on the badging is going to be in black, the lettering on the back, the signature black labeled wheel design. You have the upgraded lighting package on the black label, so everything is standard on black label. The all-wheel drive, the dynamic handling or air suspension. But starting up front with the headlamps, you'll notice that the headlights have a different look because they have adaptive pixels, so you get a longer, brighter distance on low beam, and you have actually dynamic light bending. So it'll use the cameras to actually read if you're coming up on a roundabout or a curve, and actually bend the light to where you need the visibility. And then you can see the LED lighting down below, and then your Lincoln Star will be lit at night. So that kind of lights up. You see it on the higher end Mercedes and on the high end black label. All these features are standard. The other big noticeable difference, both vehicles have 5 active drive modes. So you'll have a dial similar to Range Rover on the interior. So your drive modes, you've got Excite mode for performance, a conserve mode for fuel, normal, which is effortless and balanced mode, and then you'll see a mode for bad weather or for deep or rough conditions. When you go to the hybrid, they add 2 more. They have a preserve EV mode if you want to preserve the power in your electric vehicle, or you have EV mode where you can go to a pure EV and just drive strictly on electric. But with the dynamic handling, you'll notice the body has an air suspension. So when you're loading people and cargo, it lowers several inches. So, that's why you don't have running boards, or you see running boards on Aviators. And that's a unique feature. It's standard on the black label, the all-wheel drive, and this air suspension. Then when you start it up, you'll see on the key fob. And if the electric motor's on, you won't see it, but I'll give you a quick idea on the display. So when you come to the interior, this is the destination theme. So you'll see the dark mahogany leather, the perforated leather for heated and cooled seats. And then you also have the 30-way perfect position seats with massage. You'll see the black label signature tags on the headrest, also on the carpeted mats. This one came with carpeted and all weather. But to give you a quick overview of the interior, kind of show you what the black label interiors are all about. So you'll see that kind of aeronautic theme with the clouds coming along. But starting with the headliners, you can actually hear my vehicle changing levels. But I have kind of an Alcantara suede headliner, and all black labels you have a nicer trim. And then you'll see your controls in the steering wheel. Standard is the adaptive cruise with lane centering, where the car will drive itself. And then you'll have your display up on the dash. Hopefully my camera will pick it up. Show you how many miles you've driven on electricity versus how many miles, in gas. and then your total miles. And so that'll actually show you, you know, your setup, and you can configure your dash differently and your heads-up display. So all these features are standard on Black Label, where on your other models, all this stuff is optional. Then when I use my drive mode dial on my hybrid, you'll have the drive modes I was telling you about from Excite. The nice thing with the hybrid, the technology, it's going to use all of your twin turbo 3.0 V6 gas engine combined with your electric motors. So instead of the standard 400 horsepower, you go to about 494 horses on a Grand Touring. And then you'll see preserve EV mode if I want to save my charge for later, and I can go to pure EV if I just want to drive totally on electric. So engine enabled for system performance, and then you'll see the other standard modes: normals, slippery, and deep conditions. I leave it in normal. It's going to alternate between my gas and electric motor seamlessly, but if you'd like a full charge, you can drive up to 22 to 25 miles on electricity. So it comes with both types of chargers for 120 volt and a 240. And then the nice thing is, set up on your settings over here, not only do you have your driver assistance features, everything else, but I can actually use this to check my power sources. I can also use my Lincoln Way app on my smartphone, and I can view charging stations. I can set charging times if I want to. That lets me know my battery's at 94% and how long it'll take to charge. If I have any charging preferences, I want to coordinate times, you'll actually see a little clock on my also where you plug in your cable, so you can kind of see what's going on there. And when I go to my home screen, I can actually go to my power flow besides my charge settings and see when I'm charging or when I'm using my motor or battery. Right now, due to the cold, it says my engine is on, so it engages that automatically because it needs to warm up before I can use the electric battery. So it automatically does a preconditioning for your battery, which is nice. And then, like I said, besides the heated and cooled seats and my seat adjustments here, I can just push my seat button, and standard on Black Label is you have 30 different positions between the door positions and my different lumbars for my upper and lower back, my waist, and I can adjust all those. And I can go to massage on the driver and passenger, and you'll see I have 5 different types of massage: low, medium, or high, to eliminate driver fatigue. So like I said, on the Black Label, all those features are standard, where on a regular Grand Touring, tire sizes are optional. This one even came with the vault in the center console, and your wireless charger is in there as well. So pretty nice stuff. It's obviously a limited edition, top of the line series. Another cost, which is about $4,000 or $5,000, is, and you'll see my suspension's already raised up since I started up my car and got inside. It raised up 2 or 3 inches because I'm driving, and then it's going to use the camera in front of my rear view camera and radar to kind of scan the road ahead of me and be proactive. So they call it a proactive suspension. If it notices terrain changes or potholes, it's going to adjust my air glide suspension so many times per second to make sure I have a cushiony, nice ride. And then, like I said, when you charge, your charging port will illuminate. If you've already set up scheduled times, then you can coordinate that with your phone or a visual screen on the interior to look at your coordination times. You have 3 choices on the second row, and same on the regular Grand Touring as well, on the Reserve Edition. This just has the signature Black Label theme, and like I said, this is destination theme with the mahogany. You can get a full console, low profile console, which would just have cup holders, or another seat there in the middle. But this gives you storage. The rear Passengers can control the panoramic sunroof. Then you also have a 5-inch display here, so they can not only control their climate, but the heated and cooled seats in the second row. And then the Black Label comes standard with the upgraded sound system. So the Revel Ultima Audio 3D sound system, that's why you'll see the extra speakers up around the sunroof. Those are 4 additional speakers, and you have speakers in the rear facing forward. So you see a little more plush interior. Hopefully my camera will kind of pick up that suede headliner. And then coming to the rear, you'll notice the badging. So on a Black Label, you've got the Lincoln Black badging. Then, like I said, that other $4,000 or $5,000 value is the Lincoln Premium Maintenance Package. So on the limited edition Black Labels, all of your maintenance, minor and major, so oil changes, tire rotations, fluids, but also cabin filters, engine fluid, engine filters, wear items. So for 48 months, 50,000 miles, things like your brake pads, belts and hoses, spark plugs, shocks, all those items are covered. You're basically just putting fuel in the vehicle. They want you to have a higher end luxury experience. And then there's like a Black Label travel collection. Anytime car washes, you receive more rewards points, like 70,000 on the Black Label, which is about 30,000 more than regular Aviator purchase. You'll kind of see the finish on these Black Label mats, more plush. And then you have your charging kit with both your charging connections and adapters. Power folding rear seats that will automatically drop the headliner. But hopefully this will give you a good overview. So like I said, the Grand Touring is a nice package, usually the reserve model, but on that you'll have choices on your tires versus the Black Label design, and you don't have included Lincoln Premium Maintenance Plan. You don't have the air glide suspension included, which is around a $3,000 upgrade for that air ride suspension, and the dynamic handling, the proactive suspension where it's looking down the road. You do have the 5 drive modes. And then the Illuminations package, which is the lit Lincoln Star, the upgraded lighting. That's about a $2,100 cost, which is standard on the Black Label, optional on your other packages. So just let me know if you see the value. This is pretty much everything you can get on the vehicle. MSRP is $94,000. They're motivated to make a deal. If you're interested in a quote on this guy, like I said, this is a limited paint job for the Black Label only, this Chroma Caviar. So adds about a $2,000 cost. Hopefully you can pick up the metallic Chroma Caviar. I believe I have an incoming gray and I think a black. But right now what I have available as far as inventory is the Black Label Aviators. And then let me know if you want me to try to find, or if you'd like to order a 24, or if you'd like a low mileage, 22 or 23 that gets traded in. But hopefully that answered a lot of your questions. I'll also send you over a window sticker of a Grand Touring and a window sticker of a Black Label Grand Touring, so you can kind of compare the differences. We appreciate considering Bozard Lincoln, and would love to earn your business on an Aviator Grand Touring or a Black Label Grand Touring. There's also special rates right now. If you want to keep your money in the bank, Lincoln's got rates starting as low as 1.9% for 36 months, plus some other incentives depending on zip code, whether or not you have a trade, and I make sure I check all those incentives for you. But thank you for all your time. I just want to make sure I gave you a good detailed overview of what you're spending the money for if you decide to want to go to the Black Label Edition Grand Touring. Mike Murdock, Bozard Lincoln, 904-334-9889. Look forward to assisting you. I also offer concierge service. So if you'd like a vehicle brought to your home or your office, we do deliver. And I'd be happy to come to you, where we have a great Lincoln experience in our delivery suite. We now have the largest Lincoln dealership in the country, and it is a nice red carpet experience where your vehicle's delivered inside, and we'd be happy to set it up either way for you. Thank you. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.